Keywords are passion, love, joy, aliveness. Shen, which is the Chinese word for spirit, and heart. Keywords that Joseph Campbell said was follow your bliss. This is about fire. The archetypes are the king, queen, lover, the wizard, and the visionary. If you notice that these archetypes are all found in the story of Camelot. The king was Arthur. The queen was Guinevere. Sir Lancelot was the lover, and Merlin was the wizard, and these are all aspects of fire. Iona Teagarden, when she talks about Camelot, she said that these are all archetypes within us, each one of those, for fire. The tragedy of Arthur was the imbalance of the archetypes. When the king within him and the lover, the queen, were in balance, all was well in the kingdom. When the lover showed up and King Arthur felt betrayed, then all fell in the kingdom. And this was not an aspect of fire. This was an imbalance because he got into what we would say his wood element. He did not consult the wizard within him, for had he talked to Merlin or some very good therapist and had a little family therapy, he might have sat down with Guinevere. He might have sat down with Sir Lancelot and said, "It troubles me deeply that the two of you would betray me." But because of his own, he got in, and the wood burned the fire. So when you heap wood and you get into your anger and you do not speak to people and really come from that place of compassion, then you have an imbalance. And so we'll talk later, some weeks on, we'll talk later about how to balance the fire even if betrayal shows up. How do you balance it? I mean, one thing, we all have a Merlin in our life, right? So the Merlin might be a very good therapist, a very good mentor to speak with in order that tragedy doesn't befall your kingdom. For not only did he hurt himself, we know he imprisoned Guinevere, but the whole kingdom burned. And this is about ourselves. That's why this story is so remarkable. It's a story that speaks to all people, because in every single culture you have betrayal, you have affairs, things like that. And we need to find a way to balance that so that our fire does not consume us. Yes? Okay. As I said, the great Joseph Campbell said, follow your bliss. Now, when we talk about fire, there is an aspect of pleasure, but this is not what we're speaking of here. When he said follow your bliss, and this is really a very Taoist statement, a Taoist would say follow your Tao, or your true path, your true love. And so in doing so, it's not a temporary addiction. So one of my mentors, Justin, would lecture me because I had a addiction to donuts, and he said, Renee, donuts are only good 3 fingers in, meaning just on the tongue, but they're not feeding you in a way, because it of course would upset my blood sugar, and then I would have to do additional things to balance. So that 3 fingers in is an addiction. It's temporary pleasure. So when you're seeking foods and things like that, you have to say, well, how long does this last? If it's only momentarily, it's probably an addiction. Okay, that's a good way of thinking about it. The organs that go with fire, the organ meridians that we talk about in acupressure and acupuncture, the organs are 4 of them. So this is the one realm where we have 4 different organs. And so most of them, all the others have 2. But within fire, we have the pericardium, or what we call the heart protector, which is yin. We have its partner, the yang partner to the pericardium, or the heart protector, is the triple warmer. Triple warmer does not have a western organ, but this is literally the engines in the body. So we have the lower dantian, which is the lower warmer, and they talk about that as actually being the fire. Okay, so we talk about the fire in your belly. This is your metabolism. This is the fire within the hara. And then you have on that, they sometimes refer to it as the rice pot. So in cooking, in the middle is the middle warmer, and that is your pot of rice. That's all your food, digesting, etc. So that's the middle. So you have the fire, you have the rice pot, and then up here you have the mist or the smoke coming out of the pot, and that's the heart, okay, going above. So this would be the triple warmer. So they talk about it in terms of these 3 burners, and if these burners are not operating well, you might be eating food, which we call food in Chinese medicine is called guqi, okay, not the handbag, but it's called guqi, okay. The chi of the air is called the da chi, not ta chi, but the da chi, and that's the chi or the energy that we get from breathing. However, you might be breathing and you might be eating and you might not have any energy, and that means that something is awry, something mysterious has gone wrong with the triple warmer. And so in Western medicine, you might go to someone and they might give you enzymes to metabolize your food. But the problem is that it goes back further than enzymes. You can take enzymes and that'll kick it in, but if you do exercises and you do sound, get that triple warmer working, and we'll tell you how to do that. Okay? So you might use enzymes as a temporary measure to help you with food, but you need to take it back to the source, which is triple warmer. Okay? Then we have 2 other organs, the heart, and then of course, well, maybe this doesn't sound, of course, small intestine. Small intestine is the yang partner. Triple warmer is the yang partner to pericardium. Heart is the yin. All the yin organs, if you take them out, you better replace them, because otherwise the person will die. It means that yin is life-supporting organs. Okay? So none of these, pericardium is that covering to your heart. And then it has a meridian or energy flow associated to it that goes out to the middle finger. Okay? And then of course the triple warmer is its partner. And again, the closest we come to that in Western medicine is we talk about the glands. Okay? So you might, in Western medicine, you look at the glands. But if you see it energetically, you'll see that each of these glands is part of either the